I know right now there's a lot of talks about corporate bullies. And that's when I also I started getting bullied because I was now a monthly name presenter. Simply because I'm television, and I used my talent. And I think that's when I started to grow a thick skin, even though my Latin This is
Hot at Lunch. Hot at Lunch.
It's hot at lunch and she's hot on the show. Her name is Rea Kopi and she's also live across all her social media platforms. So make sure that you are there. You also drop some like and drop some love and tune into the coolest station in the nation. It's Yarn FM and this is The Good Life on a Friday. Rea, you were telling us about
yes.
And yes, the blessing. Take us through what the power of your voice have done in your life. Your journey tracks back as far as 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's start on day one. I mean, we've read the story on your socials, but just in case I can't read your English, it's big. Take me through
when you say 20 years, it's like, oh my gosh, am I that old? Because I started in Mantlening. I was a TV presenter then, and I still remember the first time when I went there. Thank God my mom believed in my talent, and I think that's why even now when I'm training kids, I really always push parents to make sure that they assist their kids to become the best version of themselves. And so at the time I saw the advert Mantlening, and I was like, I want to go. And my dad at the time was schooling I think in Tanzania, and my mom made a way to make sure I get to the audition. I was number 800 and something at the time. Yes, I queued in and we had to come I think the next day in the morning. I was so sad. I also must say my walk has always been the walk that I have now. I still remember people looking at me like sideways, like,
you're okay, man, for your age.
Hey, my sis, I just walk with that confidence, and I just knew that this was mine. This was mine. And I've always had that sense just growing up when I go into things that I believe are mine. I know in myself, this one is mine. And yeah, that's where the journey started. I think also, when I was 5 years old, I used to dance. Yeah, I can maribuseng, how can Brenda Fassi, that is me. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's me paying. Yes, so that's always been me, and I've always been the person who you know what, if there's a stage, if there's an opportunity, I'm gonna take it.
I like that. Yeah. And now you're 800 and something. Yeah. You come the next day, you're already sad, but you use the confidence and your aura is already affirming to you that you got it. Yeah. Take us through that next day.
Yeah, so then I think after that, like the callbacks, I think after a week or two, and I don't know, I felt like they were taking long. Have you ever been in that situation where this is yours?
Yeah.
Like, let's just, when am I starting work? Exactly. So because I don't know, I felt like I was what they wanted. Simply because I was myself. I was unafraid to be myself. And now I was using all that I had. I knew I'm a good dancer. So then I got to the second call, and I don't know if there was a third one, but eventually I got the job, and I was a month-ending presenter. And yeah, then how's I go school TV. I know right now there's a lot of talks about corporate bullies, and that's when I also I started getting bullied because I was now a monthly name presenter. Simply because I'm television, and I used my talent, and I think that's when I started to grow a thick skin, even though my Latin but yeah, back then that thick skin was really very thick. No one could tell me anything.
How old were you?
Like probably 10 years old. Like there was a time there was a guy who wrote Rea is a BI Mokol Betingo Block 3.
But at 10 years?
Yeah.
Because what do you mean at 10? You're already saying that. What conversations are you having to know that? Wait to that guy. Right?
I think it's just the confidence, we talking, man. That was always the vibes I grew up with. I remember even there was a time where my dad had to write in my school diary where a certain guy should not be close to me up to a meter. That's how bad it was. So, but I grew up and look, Kopi TV, they were always just telling us, this is part of life, you know. You will get people who will appreciate you, love you. Then you'll get people who just hate you because when you're on TV. So, yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. And now we saw the growth, you know. We saw the growth now. Yeah. You're now in. How many years did you do Mantlaning?
I think I think we already did 3 years away. I know it wasn't 5. But 5
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did like 3 years. Yeah, because I remember hosting My African Dream twice.
Take us through the hosting of My African Dream.
A live TV show.
Right?
Live in Gaborone.
Oh my goodness.
Live.
In Gaborone.
Yeah.
Gaborone.
So you learn and you know, you just the show must go on. You don't have time to be sulking. Oh my god, I can't believe I should have
What
said
was
that.
the twist? Like, what was this thing of trying to make every Setswana word English?
I saw on English medium. But I also think it's nerves. When you're on stage, come on. Oh, hello, normally you would have said Gaborone. But because you're on stage, there's a lot of people. It's my first time with TV and an audience, and it's live. Okay, I did it happy. You know, a retake. But there was nothing like that now. So... But yeah, I mean, I think it was a great experience getting to do live television, getting to host. Yeah, no, but master of ceremonies. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it until later on in corporate when I was not doing corporate MC. That's when I'm like, okay, I really like that.
I really like this. And how old were you when you were hosting your first ever event?
11, 12 now. Yeah. Around there.
And you're already aware, this is what I love, this is what I want to do. But besides that, what as you were growing up, what did you want to be? How old?
I wanted to be a lot of things. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be... I've always wanted to be a mom. For some reason. Really? I don't know why that particular thing. Maybe go want like my mom next to me in my primary years. So I'm like, oh, I want this. I want this. But yeah, I think I've always wanted to be a singer, a dancer. Those are the things I used to.
I think singer makes sense. You grew up best friends with LB. Right?
Yeah.
And every time he tells me the singer story,
yeah. I don't know why you guys have never seen or heard her actually sing.
She does know how to sing.
She's really good.
So good. And she's present in them. I don't know how to explain it.
She's exceptional.
But she just transitioned to a different realm. I was like, LB, how did that happen?
Yeah. Also, she's very in touch with her feelings. So
she is.
Now when imagine you know like it touches you.
I like that.
So but now my sister. So you wanna look at
but the voice will work you on it.
But can I be
how far?
My African Dream, no, can I be? Yeah.
Oh man.
Top 25. Yes, My African Dream. I danced. I can still dance. You go to my TikTok, I dance with my baby cousins. But since becoming a mom, it's not the same. It's just not the same.
Like that. And now we then, I don't know, but I then now see you when you're at tertiary.
Yeah.
You know, and then you start becoming a TV presenter for Rea Online.
Yes.
Take us through the genesis of Rea Online.
Oh, Rea Online.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, that's so creative. I remember I looked at my mom like, because the Rea Online, because it's Rea from Reagile.
Yeah.
And even if you were to say Reagile Online, you are not lying, because that was the foundation, the construction of you on TV. So Rea makes sense. But
Luhle is still a beautiful name.
Tando, and how Luhle mojolo, how cute, how beautiful love. Take us through the birth of Rea Online.
So Rea Online, at the time, I was a leader at CRC. That's the church I got born again at. And I was working with young girls, just bringing them to the Lord. And I remember just feeling like I want to be back on TV, but there were no opportunities. And so I decided to create a platform for myself. I took what I had, a phone, and I decided to talk about what I was passionate about. Already I was leading a home cell, young girls, and I was like, I'm going to talk about women empowerment. Well, girl empowerment looking at it now. Young ladies, young girls, you know, just to empower one another and just to have conversations. I was not coming on and saying I'm an expert. I was just coming to say, these are the issues that we're all having. Let's talk about them. So I enjoyed it, and I think a lot of people benefited from it. I grew a lot. It's what gave me the opportunity to get on national television through Now TV, collaborating with Torch Studios, and then we grew on in terms of production wise and.
I like that.
Yeah.
And then you started doing the travel lodge.
Yeah.
I used to say, oh my God, this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
When Rea Everywhere happened, I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna fight her.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting this because she's really everywhere. Has TV always been your first love? Or did that love develop from initially given the platform at a very young age?
I think I've always loved TV. I've always been TV, going to play outside as well. But I mean, television is something else. The cameras are there. It is, you know, all of the visuals as well. That's television. And I enjoyed it and I continued with it. But I must say, Master of Ceremonies events.
Okay, Rea was not limited. Rea, straight from Rea Online, you didn't go Rea Everywhere yet.
Yeah.
You went to radio.
Yeah.
Take us through you being in radio.
Hey, my sister, we did your research.
No, come on, Rea.
Right, so you took your time.
Everywhere.
Like, you're not skipping a beat.
Not even. Step by step. Everywhere.
Yeah, then I got into Gabs FM. So, but I will say that in terms of Rea on Air, I had started doing voiceovers with Yarn FM. I came here for auditions when you guys were still that side.
Yeah, fairground.
And I was still in Form 3, I think, at the time, or Form 4.
I just gonna get at Form 3. Niggas say it's okay, more life, nothing. As long as really picking it to the frisbee.
You are good.
Our
Our journeys are different, but you're here now. Look at you. Yeah, no. My dear thing really not talk back then. Guys, can you imagine?
How much is it?
As soon as my 500.
I nahan yung kasala 100 play wala from 3.
Yeah.
Kahora mo magkakatil kay. Yan 1 hour or excellent.
Yeah.
I like
So I
that.
started the voiceovers with Yarn FM, came for an audition, got the gig. So, you know, now be so hella as and when.
Yes.
So that also gave me an eye open. I'm like, okay, can't really like do this full time because I'm gonna be called as and when, and I need something that I can do a lot more often. And I also understood my voice may not be okay for certain clients, so it was just like okay, cool, but I like it. I just let's keep finding something else. And then that's when I think when I was just done with my degree at UB, Gavs FM was having an opening to train people. I went there, and once again, it was just that feeling again that this one is mine. Yeah, I think Yarn FM, they also had one, and I never got picked. I wasn't certain. I remember that's the one LB got picked for. Yeah, I wasn't certain that it was mine. So, but with Gavs FM,
like,
I knew. I felt like even value-wise, brand-wise, it was very much aligned. And so I got that. We got trained. Started working with Dumi Sang, Dumi Moka. I think at the time I said Dumi. Yes, Dumi Moka.
With an afro.
Yes.
So much.
It was amazing co-hosting with her, I think, for a year or two. And then we did another show as well together. And then eventually I was by myself. Yeah.
And
that was radio.
Do you know that I've been on your show before?
For real. Gabs FM.
Yes, both you and TV actually. So the thing is, I've been trying to remember how did I come about, but I think I talked to Tumi. I think I DM'd Tumi from X or something. I don't remember. And then at that time I don't know if it was in first year or going second, I don't remember. But I had an NGO which was called Mosatsana Pili.
Yes.
Mosatsana Pili. I remember you asking me, I was like, I don't know, it depends on how you want to call it. You can say Mosatsana Pili like a woman first, or Mosatsana Pili like girls in front.
Okay.
And yeah, you did the interview, and the whole time I'm like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. Crazy enough, I wasn't like, I want to be no, really nice. That was it. I was like, oh, it's Pepple. Pepple is my favorite color. I'm like, it's so Pepple. I love it here. It's so cute. Cute girls. That's it.
Wow, I don't remember.
Smuggled.
But how weird that name. I'm like, yeah, I
Rings
think
a
it
bell.
rings a bell.
The moment she talked about what you were leading at church, I was like, that's why. It was
Yeah.
easy for her to give me that opportunity. Because she is for women like that. You know, she is for the empowerment like that.
Yeah.
And now we see you are done with radio now. Actually, we saw the transitioning from having a co-host, now owning your own show.
Yep.
There was growth in that.
Yep.
But media was not what you studied.
No, I did accounting, Bachelor of Accountancy
Make it
at
make sense.
University of Botswana. Currently still pursuing ACCA, passed one exam last year. The tough journey.
Girl, come on.
But we'll keep on fighting.
You know.
Yeah, it's again, I've always been a person with numbers, me happy ke rata creatives. And it's always been hard trying to find
Common ground.
a degree who could speak to both. And the reason why I went to UB also was my parents did not think that I should go for LIMCO for the degree broadcasting. They were like, no, you got 44 points. You have to go and do something else. And so I went with accounting thinking, okay, look, I want to be a business person, so it will help. No, after 1 year, how hell? Unlike how you could BAC, then you're like stuck there.
True.
Yeah, but then after the first year, I can take some about 4.0 GP. I'm like, okay, let's continue. Yeah, like third year, you win. Yeah, hey. Also, I'm doing Rea online. You know, I'm starting to do MCing. I'm hosting events. So I know how balance and thing. And then from there, I think of with year, I had to like slow down, slow down there. You know, even with Rea online, if you notice, I started putting one video a month now because I was like, I need to finish school. I cannot not finish school. I don't want to be those people who didn't finish school. I can do it, so I will do it. So yeah, that's how I did accounting. And then just I was going to a corporate job. That's why I left.
Yeah.
Because I was going to start my corporate career.
I love that.
Yeah.
And now there was Rea everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? And Rea Beth, I don't know how to pronounce your media company, the word.
Okay, there is Arcade Global, there's Issei Media.
Issei Media,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Issei
yes.
Media was shortly after Rea everywhere.
Yes.
And I'm like, I like that you're Rea everywhere, and you're showing us what do you mean when you say everywhere? Because you're not just on our screens anymore. You are not just on our airwaves anymore. You were literally everywhere. You're training. You went to get accreditation for you to be a trainer. And so wild. What was the inspiration to now start thinking, okay, I want to have a company now where I do like I said, it's a media company. You do ads as well. You know, you shoot them, you cover 1, 2, 3 production, you name it. And then you also have the one where you train kids, you train even young girls, you know, young adults, if I may say, and you boost the confidence and all that. What was the inspiration behind it?
So with Issei Media, that was the company that we were like, okay, we are going to do production and we're also going to do some trainings as well.
Yes.
So the whole point was that we want to help people's messages get across to their clients, whether that is through video telling or it is through audio or it is through training. We want to help you get the message across. And so we got financed by the government of Botswana, got equipment, we started shooting TV shows. Unfortunately, we've not been able to win a single one. So we have content still literally stacking there. I don't even know where the economy is and will we be getting anything in a few years.
It's general.
Yeah, we're still hopeful. I mean, like in the TV film industry, you have somebody shooting and then 10 years later it gets commissioned. So we're still hopeful, and we're able to also do some ads as well for certain clients, agencies, do the podcast production. So that gave me an eye into being a director as well, being a producer, and helping other young people get income. That was really exciting for me to be able to know that I help this person be able to do 1, 2, 3, that it's not just money coming to me, but this is also feeding 5 other people. That gave me so much excitement. And unfortunately, that business hasn't really went too well. And I decided, you know what, let us focus on what is doing well, which is the training side. So Arcade Global has always been there, but it was a dormant. It wasn't a business that I was really marketing. But then I decided I'm going to push this one now, which is now the training one, as well as it also offers my services, your MC services from that same company. And with the training, first of all, the kids, I've always been passionate about kids.
Yeah.
I love kids so much. And even in my family, my baby cousins, I am that person. You know, I always want them to be seen. I am the one who talks to my aunt like, no, Batong, Ali, listen to 1, 2, 3. I always want little people around me to know that they matter. And so having a skill such as confidence is a very important one for a young child, because they grow up being able to come and tell you and say, Malome 1, 2, 3 did 1, 2, 3. You know, when we talk about GBV, or, you know, when we talk about abuse, child abuse, when we talk about bullying as well, the child can come to you and say, hey, this is what happened, if they're not able to stand up to the person, but they can come and report. You know, when we talk about performance, growing up, now you're getting into a job market, you're going for interviews. If you haven't had that training of confidence throughout the years, or 48 points, or your degree, you go for a job interview and you don't know how to articulate yourself. But had you been given that opportunity to be able to be trained, to know how to speak, to know how to tell your story, to convince someone else that you can do the job, not just because we see the grades. It's something that has really given a lot of people opportunities. We started with the TV presenting. We did TV presenting training. We did master of ceremonies training as well together. So a lot of the people we trained from TV presenting went on to come here on radio. Yarn FM, Sama in
I know Queen J.
Yes.
Queen J.
Yes.
I know. I'm not sure about Queen Esther.
Yes.
Her as well. I know.
Yeah.
I've been following. Oh my god.
You know my girlies.
Love it. I actually grew up with. Did I just say grew up? I think I spent so much time at Beused. I'm convinced. Yes. But yeah, me and KJ come a long way back. Yeah. I like that. And now for somebody who does not understand, why Arcade Global?
Yeah.
So like going everywhere was not enough. Rea everywhere was not enough. Rea is everywhere globally.
So I was fortunate enough to be taken to Dubai Expo in 2022 with the government of Botswana and the BITC, where I was part of the entourage who were going to market the country rather, to investors there. It really opened my eyes to see that my talent is not a small thing. It is not, it's not common. It's a rare thing and it's unique, and there's value to it. When I went to Dubai, I saw that, because I realized that, okay, a lot of people here, even the way they were speaking, they would be more amazed. Botswana, you know, I was with Khaona, I was with Yandile. They were amazed at us. And I started to see, you know what? No, man. I need to take this
very seriously,
but also globally. And I'm not going alone. Hence the trainings, hence bringing other people along as well. And, you know, if you realize right now with what's happening in the economy of Botswana, a lot of things are happening that we were not really prepared for.
True.
But it's also an opportunity to say, you may be based in Botswana, but you can also be an export. You can also sell your voice. You can also get jobs online. And so what we need to now help, my company is helping other people to be able to, you know, share that story, market themselves and say, I'm a valuable asset. You can hire me even though I'm based in Botswana and I can do this work. So I'm pushing that agenda now, and I am hoping that God will see us through and we'll be able to train over 1,000 people in the next 3 years. and just also have footprint in the SADC region as well.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, God bless. From
Thank
your
you.
mouth to God's ears.
Thank you.
Like that. Now, Rea, we see Rea taking a break.
Yeah.
Yeah, she baking, but Rea is on a break.
She baking all
She ain't baking muffins no more, but Rea still on a break. Next thing, Rea baking for real. I'm like, so Rea, you don't play with flour no more. You don't trust the oven no more.
My sister, did you like right there? You were so good, DJ.
You want to be the oven now? Rea was baking. And Rea was back with mommy content.
Yeah.
Let me give you a backstory of my journey with following Rea, right? I've just always been very interested. I don't know. Somebody once, I didn't know you.
Yeah.
Fresh into varsity in Gaps. I think, no, I moved to Gaborone a year before varsity.
Okay.
And one time I was doing some sugar. Yes,
Okay.
the sugar program, yeah, Napa, we were teaching others about
MTV
HIV
sugar.
AIDS. Yes, MTV
Oh,
sugar.
yes, yeah.
We're doing that. And somebody says to me, "Wala wa papa, wa ito tshwana le Rea, some tayela, I keep Rea, some two, ka papa." We talk about wena, we talk sugar bar mogare. Now, because when she said, "Oh, Papa, Otana Rea," others said yes. I was now interested to find out who is
this
Rea,
girl?
right? But mind you, I did know Rea Rahile from Mantrade.
Yeah.
And I'm not thinking, it's been years later, man.
Yeah.
Mantrade was
Come
not
on.
my thing anymore because I was
Yeah.
now older.
Yeah.
So one time I'm just chilling, I see Rea online.
Yeah. You're like,
I'm like,
me
makes
and
sense.
this person, we are one.
So fast forward, I've always just been a fan, and then my friend was starting a podcast back before podcasts were a thing. There was in 2019, end of 2019. It was called The Realist. That's where me and Queen Jay were actually co-hosting together.
Yeah.
And she'd say, ke batla something like this, like Rea. I was like, no, it's a Rea.
You're like,
You know, she's like, yeah, no, I know Rea. So you became a topic now.
Yeah.
With years, with time, you became a topic. When I made it to radio, she's like, when you get to radio, I'm like, you're so right. Rea is who I should be shadowing now in my career. So a lot of things you do, I'm like, yeah, I would do that as well. Makes perfect sense. You know? So now as I was waiting for you, you're driving in, right?
Yeah.
My colleague says, who you waiting for? I'm like, oh, my guest, Rea. But Rea Kopi. I'm like, yeah. But you remind me so much of Rea Kopi because there's no way. I don't know, you guys have a lot of resemblance.
Yep.
You're walking, she texts me, she's like, she's dressed the same way you're dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said already the screen like a roll.
Like even the way you talk.
Oh,
it's
thank
like,
you so
this girl.
much. So listening to you, I'm like, I'm so inspired. And I'm not the only one. Stusha also sent through a WhatsApp text. Rea is a go-getter. I feel inspired. And then Anonymous sent through a WhatsApp text. What's your experience with cyberbullying?
Oh.
I like the cyberbullying because you are going to be sharing your cyberbullying story from two different industries. And you're also going to have your answer incorporate what you're actually teaching other kids out there in your trainings regarding how to, protect themselves or how to deal with cyberbullying.
I don't even know if I want to speak on that. My experience, without really sharing what happened, is that I've noticed that we have a freedom of speech.
Yep.
So at the time I was saying something that people just, I guess, were not too happy to hear from Rea Kopi. Because maybe it was my fault that I maybe put out a persona like this, that they were shocked that I would say that. My friends and family were not shocked because that's me.
It was your truth and they know you.
And I think that's always been the challenge with my brand, Ahore. I think I put work and I really put out my personal life until I became a mom. So people didn't really know me, what I think about things and how I look at things and what my opinion is. And I shared one time and I was like, I'm not doing it again. And right now, in terms of brand building, when it evolves, when it comes to building your brand. It's all about being authentic and being yourself and sharing not just your work but your personal life as well, and your views and your standpoint. And hey, I'm still a bit old school when it comes to that part. I still feel like I think you should know me for my work and not really what I think about certain things.
What's happening?
Yeah, I should say what's up so I think that for me has been a thing where I'm like, okay, now I will choose when and how I will say what I want to say when it comes to things like GBV, for example, or corporate bullying is right now is the trending topic. I just know, hey, we get really sensitive on a trending topic, and sometimes when you are not saying the same thing as everyone else, woo, even if it's the truth,
Yes.
even if and how from someone else, not from Rea.
What, would they still feel the same way?
They wouldn't. It would be okay. But because of then the brand that's built or Rea's like this, then it's like, so it's like, let's keep that brand then.
Yeah.
Someone that's putting food on my table.
Would you say cyberbullying gets to you that much? I know a lot of people in our creative industry where 2 days everything plot number more gating because it really cut them deep. Regardless of how many times you've been bullied online, it just stays fresh like it was the first time ever in your life. Would you say you're one like that?
No, like I said, no.
Thick skin.
No, with online, it's never gotten to a point where it's that bad. It was just like 2 incidents where I was like, ooh, shouldn't have posted that, because I just don't like that kind of attention to me. So I haven't experienced that, to be honest. Yeah.
And then corporate bullying.
What's
What's your take on it? What's your take conversation? So, my cousin, we were having this conversation last night, and I think I'm a very playful, joking person. So sometimes my family just don't take me serious. But Mabane was very serious. I just wanted to understand people's work environments. And I will never not say this on air and off air. And I usually even say this in meetings where I work. I don't, for me, I'm not saying there is none. I don't know for others, maybe they're experiencing it.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think I've ever been in an environment where there was work bullying. One day, Luhle, she was the bully herself. Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
But for me, I've never had that. But I also want to understand from somebody, let's say, we're not going to talk about your bullying if you were bullied, but would you say if you've ever seen somebody being bullied, what was your take on that? Because I think that's where I would have a problem. That's your problem. We're not actually general.
Yo, ma'am. Okay. Yo, one time, no, but we're cool now. My previous boss can't have advocate. So I learned no so yeah, but hey, it's best in corporate. I don't say anything. I will go to you, Lily, too, but I'll not say it really group or whatever. If I'm really that concerned, I'll come to you and say, hey, are you okay? I'm sorry about that, just so that the person feels seen when it comes to that particular thing. But hey, corporate is a tricky place to navigate because everybody's just all about making sure that you cover your own tracks. It's all about
the bullying is not necessarily what somebody says to you. Sometimes is in a meeting, intimidation, even facial expressions. Sometimes
it's just that your personality is different, and sometimes it's because especially when it comes to our kind of personalities, sometimes then you might report to a different kind of personality, and there are those clashes as well. And I'm currently just learning how to navigate that space for myself. I realize that sometimes that the intentionally they want to bully you. I think just sometimes they're also going through their own things, and I'm learning to give people grace regarding where they are and how they are treating me, and also trying to navigate how I can cover someone else's weaknesses, cover someone else's blind spots, so that I'm able to deliver my work.
Yeah, just so you know, you might trend by end of night. I just want to make it clear that more grace, blind spot. I understand where you're coming from.
Look, I'm just trying to make sure I got a paycheck. You know what I mean? I just need to make sure I get a paycheck at the end of the month. And so, you know, a girl's got to do what she got. For me, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm seeing that the situation is like this. This is how Rea is going to navigate it. I'm giving grace to people.
Yes.
And I am doing what I can. Yeah. I mean, and you know, where I work, we get counseling sessions that are paid for.
Ooh,
so I mean, I think that's something that I've utilized and I continue to utilize, and I hope other organizations also utilize that as well. Just have take that mental health seriously, you know, and their employees, and get people to help when it comes to navigating such things.
Alrighty, Rea, we're gonna go to our last quick break. Right after that, I'm gonna have to love and live you. Keep those WhatsApp texts coming through. +267 39 110 66. Lunch at the Good Life on Yarne FM. Our hot person in the studio today for lunchtime. Her name is Rea Kopi. She is a businesswoman, an accountant, and media professional, as well as a qualified trainer. Been on our screens for over 20 years. Been on the airwaves. Been serving everywhere. Like she usually says, #Rea everywhere. Well, she's not limited. She's gone global. She's gone everywhere. She's not going alone. She's taking everybody with all the training that she has she's giving us the consultations. She gives us the ads. She shoots us the script, the directions. She gives us as the director of every other production you've ever caught her at. And today, she is definitely on your favorite frequency here on FM on The Good Life with myself, Luhle. Rea, it's been such an honor having you on the show, man.
Come on, I just want to give you your flowers. You're so good at your job.
You're gonna make me cry.
No, I need to say this on air. So when I was on radio, people used to say, come on the show and say that, and I hope it lands. You're so good at your job. You're so yourself. I'm so glad that you exist. I'm glad that you pursue this gift of yours. Thank you. You're doing an amazing job. And I just pray that, more and more come your way, and that the right people come into your life and you're able to discern them, and they're able to catapult you into even greater.
Amen. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rea. Man, thank you. Thank you. Shutting out down a Saturday week in such a beautiful way. I told you, my name is Luhle, and good things happen to me. What do you think I meant, Manamai? What did you think I meant? You see? Anyway, it's not about me, it's about Rea today. And Rea, we're seeing 2026 rather. It's enveloping. You already have shown us glimpse and promises of what 2026 is gonna look like if we go everywhere with you. What else should we expect from Rea Kopi in all aspects of your life this year, 2026?
Well, I mean, the hell of this year, we are really pushing the trainings. We're already going to be opening up a waiting list as well. There's some parents already who have joined that waiting list for the next program for our kids training. We are currently doing the adult program, Confidence and Public Speaking. It's a very intimate one, just 10 to 15 people, 3 online sessions, 1 physical session, and it's for those who are in corporate entrepreneurs. We are also working on having one for those who are in university and the unemployed when it comes to price point. So I'm excited about this year when it comes to the training business. And I think with the other things, I can only say mudimo thing.
Amen. Amen to that.
And I'm still hosting events, I'm still doing voiceovers, and I'm still being a mom to the most amazing, handsome Kalanga King.
And we didn't talk about that.
Kalanga King.
That one. How is it really being a boy mom?
It's great. I love it. I'm in love all the time. All the time. Yo, guys.
What's about the baby?
No, not really.
Same. I really don't want a daughter.
I think it'll be great. It would
And
be great.
plus, what did
You know,
you
I don't want
say?
a girl as a firstborn because you know how it is. We give them this huge responsibility. I don't like that. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
true.
nigga better do that.
I like that.
But now it's like, yo, hey, this guy one day is gonna be like married to someone else. Yeah, like he's gonna have his own woman in his own life.
Yeah.
I try not get too attached. I really try. I pray to God every time. God,
leave you.
help me to love him and love him knowing that at some point I'm gonna love him from a distance. You know, he's not always going to.
Ria, he's not even 5 years.
I know, but you
Relax.
Yeah. Because little telling and hey, I understand, like, even the partner I'm dating, thank God his relationship with his mom is a good relationship. I don't feel like but I get it. As a boy mom, I get it. Why I get it, but he's like he is just the best of me and the best of his dad. He reminds me of his dad all the time when I see him. I feel like I have a piece of him around, you know, because we don't stay together.
Yes.
And so I'm just like, I love him so much.
I love this for you in your world, you know. Like you said, you've always created your life. We've always known the business side, but to know that even the personal side is this beautiful and fruitful, I think we genuinely all love it for you. For anyone who'd like to engage with you, collaborate with you, make bookings, be on the wait list, where could they engage with you?
Look, email us at rkglobalbw@gmail.com. That is rkglobalbw@gmail.com. And whether you want to, you know, be trained for corporate, whether it is for your kids, for your teenagers, whether you want me to be your host as an MC, or, you know, to lend my voice on your corporate videos, I'm still very much available. And I think I just want to leave with saying, Bagetso, Totahela, right now where we are, I want to encourage each young person listening to me, le bagolwane as well, hore times are tough, but things are going to get better. And it's upon us to create opportunities for ourselves. It's upon us to be value adds wherever we're working, wherever wherever we're working, you know. See yourself as somebody that puts in value. Think of yourself that way. Think of your business. Don't think, how can I be of service to this particular market? And I think you'll be okay. You'll be okay for as long as you're adding value, you're a person of impact, you're a person of quality, and not just a paycheck at the end of the month or a paycheck because I did this one gig. You'll always have something. And God is faithful. And so you do your part.
I like that. Thank you so much, Ria. Enjoy the rest of your successful year. Not even a day, a successful year. We wish you nothing short of amazing blessings on your journey, as well as everybody else you keep roping on to hop in with you as you take it to the world. We wish you amazing blessings. Enjoy your day.